Whether you keep them in your home or love to see them in theirs, these are the creatures that bring us all together.
Reptiles. We're going to be delving into the experiences of reptile lovers from around the block and around the world. This is the Reptile Talk podcast.
Boom! What is going on, everybody? This is Jeremy T from Brassman Reptiles.
Hey, and this is Robin. I'm keeping it real.
Hey, what is up, dude? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Honestly. I can't complain. I've been doing some herping. I've been doing some outside of reptile stuff. I've been doing and then working a lot, but it's been lit. I'm doing pretty good. It's really wild how quickly the last year went by, and
Dude, tell me about it.
Pretty good.
Heck yeah, man. I'm here for it, bro. Yeah, it definitely is crazy how fast time has flown. The year, hell, just these past couple months while we've been on this break, it seems like it just zipped past,
Yeah.
Dude, it's 2026.
Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. I feel like it was just the other day that we were recording Twitch streams at Nerd and doing our thing, just starting this podcast, and now it's several years later.
I know, man. It's really crazy to think about. Yeah, I think when I looked back, it was 5 years of the podcast, which is nuts. So
yeah. Yeah, Buzzsprout emailed me look at your numbers and take a look at the where people are listening to you from and all that stuff.
Yeah,
a couple days ago, and so I was looking at that, and it was saying that we've been played in 61 different countries,
which is crazy, dude. It is crazy. I know. I was looking similarly, and we've breached 100,000 downloads on the podcast, which is wild to think about.
Yes,
that's cool that many people have cared to pay attention.
I still get people messaging me pretty regularly about when we're going to have more episodes coming out, so I'm excited to get back in the swing of things.
Same. Yeah, it's definitely nice to get back into the swing of things, and that definitely kind of leads us right into, we took a break for a couple of months, and just life be lifing sometimes. And, I know for me, I had to deal with a move, both a personal move and a business move, and the stress of the previous situation to get to where everything was at definitely consumed the majority of my mental capacity, and trying to communicate with people and plan times and try to work around stuff. It was impossible for me to try to make any of that happen. And one day I was finally just we got to take a break.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, in the beginning of last year was really rough for me. And so it took me a while to get out of that slump of just all the bad shit that was happening. And then towards the end of the year, I was starting to get my groove back. So yeah, it was a lot, and I'm glad that we took a little break, but I am ready to get back on things and get some episodes pumping out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really excited. I think we've both been reaching out to some folks and talking to some folks about coming on the podcast. And one of the things, and I'll say this for the people paying attention, because usually we do live episodes all the time. Which we will still do them, but we're going to do some pre-recorded episodes as well. Stuff that we've got a pretty set schedule on what works the best for us. And in order to accommodate that, as well as that schedule with our guests, in some instances we'll just have to do some pre-recorded stuff because we might do 3 episodes in a day, and rather than bombard YouTube with all of that insanity, we'll save it. But it makes life a little bit easier for all of us. So with that being said, of course, we appreciate everybody who jumps on the live episodes and comments, both YouTube and Facebook. Of course, thank you guys for sharing every episode, talking and communicating during the episodes is always fun to see. So bear with us as we'll have some pre-recorded episodes. Still throw questions in the comment section, because these are things that either we'll inevitably probably circle back with some of these people for future episodes, so we can always come back to those questions, or they might come back into the comment section and answer your questions. So definitely excited to be able to get back onto that. Matt is here. Matt Baranek, what's up, dude? Appreciate it, man. But yes, so in part of cool changing things, there's some new sponsors that have jumped on for the podcast that I'm excited to be able to talk about. Of course, our long time sponsor, Black Box Cages. They're still hanging around with us. Massive shout out to Black Box for also putting up with our hiatus. But of course, all the links for Black Box and our other sponsors will be in the description of all these videos, so you can go check them out. But yes, massive shout out to Black Box Cages for being a long time supporter and sponsor for the podcast. Now we're bringing in two other sponsors. One is Raging Rodents, which is the company that I now am the GM for out in Liberty, North Carolina. They are hooking us up and sponsoring the podcast, which is wonderful. If you are in the Southeast, especially in the Carolinas and Georgia, and you're looking for domestically produced rodents and quail and stuff like that, go check out Raging Rodents Liberty. There's a link to the Facebook page. You can shoot us a message there, shoot us an email, and get some feeders, because we all got reptiles that got to eat. And then last but certainly not least, and I'm really stoked about this, is Kingsnake.com.
Bro,
Kingsnake.com is making a comeback. If you've missed the online story, Jeff Barringer, the original the founder of Kingsnake.com, sold the platform, and it sold the platform, to John Poff out in the Pacific Northwest, who has this amazing vision for Kingsnake, giving it a facelift, making it more mobile friendly, user friendly, as it's kind of existed in the Stone Ages for a while.
The 90s,
and early 2000s for sure. And I spoke to John maybe a couple days after the transition of power took place, and got the chance to talk to him on the phone. And he's a great guy. He's got a lot of great vision for Kingsnake, and is going to be working hard to bring it back into the conversation. And I talked to him about getting involved and how we can make that happen and bring Kingsnake to the forefront of the conversation again. And we discussed having Kingsnake sponsor the podcast, and he was more than happy to do that. And you'll see Reptile Talk banners on Kingsnake.com as well, and as part of this joint partnership. And I'm super stoked. I mean, one of the biggest things that John talked about was preserving the history that exists on Kingsnake.com, as we've seen so many of the forums of yesteryear just kind of go to the wayside, and a lot of those discussions and husbandry quarrels and genetic information just goes away. Like, it's impossible to get. And when John saw that Kingsnake was going up for sale, he was like, dude, we can't lose that. Like, this can't go away, and man, he put his money where his mouth was, and I'm stoked to see what comes of it. So in the meantime, as we wait for the official facelift to be unveiled, go check out Kingsnake.com. Go revisit some of those forums and see some of that awesome history that still is there and exists. And even with the update, is not going to go away. So it's awesome to have that pool of knowledge for sure.
Yeah, that's really cool that that's going to still be there, because that's kind of where I got integrated into the reptile community, was through Kingsnake and the chat rooms that they had. And when we got the internet at my house, because like growing up, we didn't have the internet. People didn't really have a lot of internet going on in their homes. But when we got it, right around when I started high school, we got the internet, and I was like, after I was subscribed to Reptiles magazine since it came out, basically. And you'd see the banners for Kingsnake.com, and I was like, oh man, I got to check this out. And they had chat rooms on there, and so I would hop on and talk with people. And I was telling someone about this recently. I was like, I didn't tell anyone on there that I was 14. I just was like in a chat room talking about reptiles with people, and picking people's brains, asking them questions about things, asking what species people kept, and trying to learn things from the people that were in there. And then if those people were not on and someone came in and asked a question about a species that they worked with, I could be like, oh, I talked to this person. This is the information that they would give you. Check in with them next time to make sure that I'm right. But here's the information that you'd been looking for. And I was already reading so many books and all that different stuff about reptiles that, a lot of the people there did not know that I was a teenager until months and months later. And I was like, oh, I gotta go do homework. And they're like, homework? How old are you? 14, 15 years old. And they're like, who let you in this chat room? And I'm like, oh, uh-oh.
Oh, whoops.
So, I met some really cool people through Kingsnake, and I'm glad that it's sticking around, because I was literally having a conversation with somebody who's like not in the online reptile community, but in the local community here. I was talking to them about Kingsnake when I saw that it was getting posted for sale, or like that it was potentially disappearing. And it was right around that time where Jeff was posting, okay, it's going away on this date.
Right.
It's going away. There's nothing we can do about it. It's going to be gone. And I remember talking to this guy about it, and he was like, man, that's such a bummer. That's like where I would always go to get stuff. And there's a lot of good information on there, and I don't really know where else to go, because he's a little bit more old school. And so I was lamenting to him. I was like, it's going to be gone. So if you're going to use it, you need to use it now.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the day of, I texted him. I was like, well, I sent a screenshot of the like, it's going away. So blah. And then the next day, I saw a post of like, nope, just kidding, it's not disappearing. And I sent him that, and I was like, dude, we were just talking about this, how all that history isn't going to be gone, and how somebody did, pony up and purchased it, even just for the preservation of information and pictures and stuff. I think it's super important.
Yeah, 100%. And there's the community, the behind the scenes community element of it as well. Like there are people that, they're still employed by Kingsnake.com. There's still ad revenue and stuff that is going to paying people. And, it certainly wasn't what it was 15 years ago, but it was still enough to keep a team, going and working. So that was another element of it too, is like people were going to lose jobs because, nobody was willing to do it.
We got to get Cindy on the podcast.
We do have to get Cindy on the podcast. Absolutely.
One of my oldest reptile friends for like online, because she was one of the moderators in the chat room. And she was like, hey, let me talk to your parents quick, just to make sure they know that you're in this chat room. And I'm like, you can talk to my parents. And so my mom made an account, and my mom talked to her, and they became friends. And then after that, everything was chill. And I met Cindy. I think the first time I met Cindy would have either been Daytona. I think it was in Tinley, the first time that I went to Tinley. And it's crazy. Just meeting someone you've known online for
years,
8, 9, 10 years.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly.
But, so I'm excited that we're doing the sponsorship with Kingsnake. That's really cool. A little like tie into the childhood and the nostalgia aspect of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And John wants to come on the podcast too, which is great. So we'll get to do a podcast with him. And he's got some cool stuff, man. He works with a lot of boas and Gila monsters and all sorts of really cool stuff. So it'll be awesome to talk to him. I'm excited for that. Yeah. He and I went back and forth for a little while, just like spamming each other with just pictures of animals and while we're cleaning stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, it's cool. That'll be a fun episode for sure. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, so massive shout out to all the sponsors going into this year. We're super excited for all the support And yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. Yeah, 2026 is going to be a really exciting year for sure.
It should be.
Lots of changes, lots of things happening. There'll be some tweaks. We'll give the thumbnail appearance a facelift and stuff, and kind of update a few things. But yeah, I'm excited for everything that's going to come. Excited for some new guests. Excited to circle back with some folks.
Dude,
like Trace Harden.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, who's been like all over the world in the last year. We gotta talk to him, man.
I'm so excited to have Trace on. Another person that I've known from the old internet forum days. I met Trace on Arachno boards a bazillion years ago because he's a big bug guy, and he also does reptiles, but he was primarily a bug guy. And so I met him on Arachno boards. I was like, oh, you keep snakes too? Let's connect, and have stayed friends ever since then. And what do you know? I now live 30 minutes from him. So it's like,
that's awesome.
What a strange world we live in, you know, the little connections we make.
That's true, man. It's true. Yeah, it is always really epic when you finally get to meet some of these people after knowing them for so long online, or communicating with them for so long online. You're just like, oh, dude, like what? How you know, like, how have we never connected before outside of online? Like, I feel like we've got all these things in common. We should have just hung out. Like,
for real. I mean, the weird thing about the internet is that it's such like a small community of people who are like active on the online community compared to like what the greater reptile hobby is. But it's also global. It's international. So there are people who I know in Australia, like the Ipers, and I'm like, dude, I would love to go to Australia, but right now it's not exactly in the cards for me. Yeah. So, online friends, totally cool. But making that connection happen in person, even just in the US, I've been trying to figure out a way to coordinate a trip out to Arizona to do some herping out there. And I just have not been able to do it because of my own brain stuff. And so I'm wanting to do that here in the next year. That's one of my goals for 2026 is plan and execute a Arizona trip so I can see some Willard Eye and some Lepidus and some cool rattlesnakes. But just the connections that you make throughout the country and throughout the world has been really cool. I know that we've got Adam over in the UK is always listening, and he's excited for the episode. So it's cool to see the reach and how far it goes. Yeah,
absolutely. It really is. And it's crazy. So I did a guest speaker thing for a program at my old high school earlier today. And they were asking me, oh, so you work with animals, like, what do you do with animals, and blah, blah, blah. And like, just kind of like telling them the story of how certain things got started in the inception. And I'm thinking as I'm talking, I'm like, man, this has been one wild ride. And you start thinking about like the first time you've ever been to Daytona, or the first time you ever go to Tinley, and you're just like, holy crap, man,
Yes.
It's been a wild ride. And it's crazy that it's like snakes did this, like reptiles did this.
Because I'm a nerd. That's why this happened, is because I'm a geek, and I was like, I'm obsessed with this thing. I wouldn't give it up.
Man. Period. Man.
It's so weird
it's
because
definitely wild to think about.
Like when I was a kid, I would take cutouts from Reptiles magazine and from books, and when we got a computer, printing out pictures and putting them on my wall of all these different things. And if I saw cool species in Reptiles magazine, or when they had the centerfolds, I would like take it out, put it up on the wall. Yeah. But I remember cutting out the like nerd ads with spiders and bumblebees and all the different ads, and then taping them up on my wall and being like, oh, look at how cool all this stuff is. And then flash forward to working there and being part of the YouTube and helping other people get into reptiles and helping people get over their fear of reptiles and making the connections of the people that are connected to Nerd, and then going on and doing my own thing. It's been a wild ride.
Yeah. No, it really is, man. And it's always interesting to see like where people have found you or started to follow you along your journey.
Yeah.
So like, of course, we both get the hit like Nerd, you saw you guys at Nerd, you know, but like they were like, I remember when I first started at Nerd and we did that first video that I was in, and there were a few people that had commented and they're like, man, I bought snakes from you like 9 years ago and I just thought you fell off the face of the earth, and like, and now you're on Nerd's YouTube. Like, what the hell? You know, it's like finding those kind of markers along the way, you know, similarly to what you were saying about meeting Cindy at Tinley. Like some of those big national shows is like, man, it's where you do meet some of those people from way back when. And you know, you have markers for all of it. Like, I saw you posted on this forum, or I saw this old YouTube video of you in it and I was hooked, you know, and you're just like, damn, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is really wild because I used to do YouTube briefly in like 2007, 2008, when YouTube was like just starting to really get popular. And so there were some people for a while that were like, oh man, I watched your blood python handling video and it helped me fix what I was doing wrong with my blood pythons, or I watched your care video about blood pythons and it really helped me dial in the way that I was taking care of my blood pythons. And it was so cool to have been a part of that, even if it was not something that I pursued fully, because YouTube is something else and it's not really my my speed of things. So I was never set up for real success there, and I'm okay with that. It's still probably not my thing. I do want to make more dedicated videos, or what's the word? Elaborate videos, more put together videos in 2026. That's one of the things that's on my goal list for this year, is to make more videos, put out more video content as opposed to just pictures, because a lot of the stuff that I post on Instagram and elsewhere is just pictures as I'm going through and doing stuff. And I've been even slacking on taking pictures. I've got some really cool Borneos here that I hatched out last year that I have not posted pictures of them at all. I think I posted a picture when they hatched out, and that is the last time that I took a picture and posted them online. And I'm like cleaning and I'm like, God damn, this thing's cool. Oh wow, this one's cool. And I'm just in the zone of like doing stuff, and then they don't want to sit still, and I'm like, I'm not fighting you for a freaking picture right now. So I've got stuff here that I don't know. So that's part of my goals for 2026. Put out more video content, actually set aside some time. I have a tripod and I've got like a clicker thing to record, so I don't have to like be messing with the actual phone itself.
Right.
And then I think I'm going to be picking up another digital camera to get better quality pictures of some of the stuff that I've got, because especially where I'm going to be selling some scrub pythons, some babies that I produce now, I want to be able to have good pictures. And I got a new phone recently and it takes okay pictures, but not in the way that I like to take pictures. So I will be looking at getting a new camera for that. So
hell yeah, dude. I'm excited for that. Now I need to see these Borneos, man. Like,
oh yeah. I'll have to send you some pictures.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because I got some ultra granite stripe things. And some granite stuff and a couple skunk things and some like hell yeah, dude. I just don't post them. I hate the selling aspect of doing this, so which is rough, because now I've got a bunch of stuff where I'm like, man, I really gotta sell some.
Really gotta move this.
I don't have room for everything, so
that
actually,
hey man, you gotta go post that stuff on kingsnake.com, dude.
Hey, I probably will be coming up here shortly, so
hell yeah, man. Yeah, I think it's off camera. I think it's been awesome from my vantage point, watching you pursue like the scrubs and all that stuff, and come to a point where you've locked in multiple years of success, and to the point where you're like you're locked in on them, dude. You know,
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for this. I see this. I know exactly what to do. And like being such a pinnacle species, it's like that's top tier, dude.
I try not to take it for granted that I am working with such cool scrubs and have been so successful with them, because I was thinking about it recently of like when I was younger, there was a couple people that would produce scrubs, but it was like a clutch here and then not a lot, and then a clutch here, and then a clutch from this person, and then maybe a clutch from this person, and then over the last 6 years or so, the scrub community has been really prolific. Between me and Stephen Cush, we produced, I produced 4 clutches of scrub pythons now, and then he's producing a bazillion of them. He's got all of them, and he's on David Means level of like, okay, he is dialed it in. He's good. He's got it. And then also, there's been so many people who are not, that are breeding Barnecks, and there's been clutches of Highlands, and there's been Tracy the Halmaheras produced, and the Southerns, there's been a bunch of people that have produced those. Melissa DeCastro, I think, has produced some. Christian Elmer's produced them, and I keep seeing people in like the scrub groups, and I'm like, I didn't even know that you had scrubs and you producing Southerns. Like, I had no idea. And and then there's the guys who are consistent, molecular, or just knocking the things out and producing all sorts of other cool stuff too. But yeah, I try not to take it for granted that I've been so successful with the scrubs, and looking to the future of where I want to go with them. I don't know that I want to produce a ton of them, but I do enjoy working with them, and once I move from this place to a place where I've got some more space, I'm going to be more focused on setting up bigger enclosures for them so I can really enjoy them. Like I do enjoy them, but I would love to get them into bigger enclosures where I can really appreciate them and have better perches, more natural setups and everything. So I'm excited for that next step, the next iteration of what things will be like. So I'm always trying to look towards the future and also appreciate the things that are going on right now too, because there's so many cool things that I'm very lucky. I'm very, very lucky.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And then before you know it, you're going to have the scrub zoo. It's just going to be just,
I'll have a room just for scrubs, and then I'll have a room for venomous stuff. And then I'll have a miscellaneous corner where it's like got some Borneos, got some corn snakes, got some, I don't know, like the carpet pythons. I like them, but I don't want to have a ton of them. I don't even want to have a bunch of them. I just will,
just
a couple.
Yeah,
just a couple is fine with me, because I like the carpet pythons and everything, but they're not my passion to say,
Yeah, no, 100%. I can't lie. It has been nice having downsized the Morelia a bit to where I don't have to jump out of the way as I'm opening enclosures for feeding,
3-foot strike range.
Yeah. You're going to open the rack and you don't realize that the 8-foot Brentel's python is right in front, ready to launch out.
Yeah. Dude, I've gotten to the point where like I'm only feeding the snakes, the scrubs in particular, during the daytime, because a couple of times I've tried to do it at nighttime, and you've got a 9-10 foot scrub that smells the food in the room and is now, the door slides open and they're like, it's go time, and they are out 4, 5, 6 feet out of the enclosure. And I'm like backed up in my living room, like
yeah, right.
Take that. Take that. Not me.
Oh man, you just need a giant 4-foot tong to be able to just
even that's not enough sometimes.
Jesus.
So you need a garbage pail lid as a shield, and then you got your 4-foot tongs around the corner of it.
Yeah, right. Sheesh. There's an AI generated image of Rob Christian for everybody. Just go put that prompt in.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't waste the water. No AI generated images. I don't want to see it. Don't do it.
Oh,
I'll take a
man.
picture with the trash can lid. I'll just do it. You don't have
Perfect.
to imagine it. I've got All-Star coming over the top of it.
Oh man. No, hard pass. I'll stick to my Amazons. Like at best we got a foot and a half strike.
And when the Amazons strike, it's like this big goofy head on top of this little string noodle body. So when they open their mouth, the drag from the air doesn't let them get a quick strike in. They're like,
at all, dude. And you're just like, how do you survive?
Yeah, I don't understand how you catch birds, bro.
Exactly. It's it's definitely interesting to watch. So I just put up a video today on YouTube just showing off some Amazons, and there's a garden that was supposed to be in the video, but I had forgot to adjust the zoom, so the majority of my head is cut out of the frame, so I was really bummed. But as I was going through looking at some of the B-roll for that particular animal, she's like zeroed in on my hand, and it's like most like strike. I'm just like, just stop, don't do that.
Like trying to fight someone in your dreams. You're just throwing marshmallow punches.
Exactly, dude. And you really are like, so how does self-defense work? Like what are we doing here?
That is one thing I did like about working with, the Amazons. When I worked in Maine, Jason had a lot of Amazon tree boas, and so I worked with quite a few of them. And that's one of the things that I liked about them, because going from working with the green tree pythons and the carpet pythons, where they like come flying out quickly, the Amazons are like, oh, I see you slowly stalking your way over, and then when you actually strike, your mouth is just this curtain of it's they're not going to hit me, so I escaped all the bites.
It's true. Yeah, usually I tell people, if you get bit by an Amazon, it's just because you weren't paying attention. Like they really do tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
That being said, I've taken a couple of bites.
Spicy.
That have not been great. Those two back-to-back weeks before the move of the business, two back-to-back bites from two massive, like 5.5 foot leopard girls. Both caused hematomas.
Yep, immediately.
I'm just like, oh, I chose this.
That's funny.
Man, that's when you're like, okay, it always happens on the hand. Like when you're doing the last thing, you're putting the clean water back in, and then they ambush you from inside the little tube, and you're just like, shit.
Yes. Rough.
Yeah. But I love them.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But dude, you got some incredible Amazons. I was able to come over and check out your stuff recently, and dude, some of those most of those Amazons are
I appreciate
incredible.
it,
whatever you guys think that Jeremy has over there, it's more. It's
more.
It's hotter. It's more intense.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's I think I put in the description of today's video, like it would be impossible to get every Amazon in a video for YouTube. Yeah. It would be hours long, and I was like, so that just means I have many videos worth of content to be able to show you everything. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited for the breeding season this year. I've had a couple things that have been paired up kind of early because some females have started to cycle, but with the move and everything, I'm not expecting a tremendous year this year, just having moved everybody. Even though it wasn't a big move, we know how that goes. It doesn't take much for them to be like, I'm gonna take a year off.
Yeah.
So
boas in particular,
yeah. So we'll see, but I am excited. Fingers crossed for some cool stuff. The bicolor projects, man, that's it's so for those who don't know, like Rob doesn't get excited about too many reptiles these days, But
I do. It's just like,
well, I should say things that you see very commonly, like
Yeah.
Amazons and stuff. Like if you see a nice one, you're oh cool, that one's a nice one. I walked away feeling pretty cool having Rob look at Amazon and run down the aisle of cages.
That's okay. That's what you mean. Okay.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
I don't get over the top about a lot of reptiles. I'll be like, oh, that's cool. But I
Yeah.
don't get over the top about most things. There was multiple times where Jeremy opened up this enclosure and I'm like, God, oh my God, what the heck? What the heck? Are you kidding me right now? That thing's freaking, oh my God. Shit, that's cool.
That made my heart full.
Yeah, man. I was just like, oh, some of those bicolors. I was like, oh, ow, oh, what is that? My pancreas? What is?
Yeah.
I didn't. My liver, my kidneys.
Right,
oh,
right.
Shit. I didn't know that could happen from looking at something.
Right. Yeah, shouldn't this be my eyes hurting? What's happening?
Yeah, what is happening?
Oh man, no, I'm definitely really excited for some of those bicolor projects. It's funny, like my attention I really dialed in with the red calico stuff like right off the rip, and I still love that stuff, of course, but seeing some of those bicolors, especially as they've started to mature and just the saturation of color starts to come in more, and you start to realize like, oh, that one maybe had one or two black scales, but that's it. Like we're going to get a really nice looking adult animal like that. I think that's probably one of the most exciting things is seeing something and watching that change start to happen. And then you're kind of like, okay, all right, what direction are we going to go? This could be really cool looking. And I'm very, very thankful to have gotten my hands on some really nice bicolor stuff that's really clean and contrasted. I still think the only bicolor animal that I'm upset about missing is that one bicolor tiger that Billy Hunt got that I cussed him out about.
The one that got away.
The one that got away. Oh man. But yeah, outside of that, I'm like, all right, we've got a good group.
That's some good stuff going.
Yeah. So I have my eyes on a couple of other animals I want to try to get, and I don't know if it'll happen this year, but I'd like to get at least one GCR hypo. I really want to get my hands on a marble from Dayton if he decides to let them go. Yeah, I need that, man. I just need it. And honestly, that's yeah, right. That's honestly pretty much it. Phenotype wise, unless something like is screaming that catches my attention, I'm like, I pretty much have everything that I want. Although I will say Ryan Young posted some really neat, funky bicolors, dude.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
What do you have there?
You come here often, or?
Yeah. Yeah, right. Exactly. Do you always post on this page? Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I'm excited for the Amazon stuff. I'm excited for some colubrid stuff. Raising up a lot of really cool things. Yeah, so Ted and I went through and officially sexed a bunch of his blue beauties and Ridley eye and stuff, and we found out very happily that everything's paired up. Like everything has a pair. And I'm like, yes. So we were both really excited about that. So hopefully there'll be some cool beauty snakes popping out of eggs this year, which I'm really stoked about. But yeah, I'm looking forward to some cool corn snake stuff. I've been really pumping food into some of these raise up corn snakes and rat snakes to try to just get them closer to size. for 2027. This will be the year of just kind of like, okay, because I get to a point where I'm like, there's so many animals, everything just needs to eat. And I'm not necessarily thinking about, oh, I want to breed you, so I got to make sure that I'm giving you a little extra energy and attention there. Everything's fed, and that's all that I care about. And then I look and I'm like, oh, you're 2.5, 3 years old. You should be breeding now, but you're not quite there. So.
Yeah, I got some stuff that's kind of in that range, like 3 or 4 years old, and I'm like, you should probably be bigger than that.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, we're gonna mark a few enclosures for hey, make sure I get a good size meal, or so. And with baby colubrids, they've got such a fast metabolism. It's like, oh, I can feed you like every 4th day or 5th day because you're getting a pinky mouse or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is a mental shift for me this year of just like, don't let it linger. Like, enjoy it, but it has a purpose. Let's get it to that purpose.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, there will be some cool stuff this year. Like I said, with the move, I'm not expecting a tremendously great season, but there should still be some cool stuff that pops out. One thing that's been interesting with 2025 offspring has been these Texas rat snakes. So we talked about him before, and turns out that the male that I got that was supposed to be het scaleless was not. So I had all of these now 100% het scaleless animals. And I had some aneries and whatever. And right off the rip, you could kind of tell like, okay, well, that one's going to look kind of interesting. Dude, I've got some that are like the saturation of color. I've got some of them that are like pink.
Really?
And like orangey red and stuff. Like, yeah, I was going through and I'm looking at them because again, when it's maintenance time, you're not necessarily paying 100% attention to like little details like that. You're like, I got to clean cages and get
you
through
over here, you over here, you over here.
Yeah, exactly. And as I was going through feeding, I'm just like, man, what is this? Oh, that's a Texas rat snake. Why is it pink? Like, why does it have such interesting color? And I'm like, I don't need to keep all these Texas rat snakes.
Dude, there are some locales of Texas rats where I've seen like wild ones and they're like blazing orange and then black pattern on top of it with like a little bit of gray wash, and they're really, really unique looking.
Yeah, man. It was really interesting to see. And then I started looking at the sire, and I'm like, okay, well, he's got some interesting color to him. He's not just jet black. And this other male that I have that is het scaleless, he's got some interesting color, but is I would say overall fairly normal. But yeah, looking at some of these other animals, I'm like, that might need to stay just sheerly based on color. Like, it's such a weird look for what people would think of a Texas rat snake. So I'm like, I want to investigate that a little bit more. And I think part of that might be so that group that I got this pair from originally came from Brian Barczyk's stock, and Brian had some of those like really intense red scaleless animals, and that's what the female was that produced them. So I'm like, man, I wonder if it's just part of that line of just really intense colored scaleless kind of bleeding into the non-scaleless animals. So I'm like, this could actually be something interesting to kind of mess around with. So I'm excited to see what might come of that. And who knows, dude? Like, I don't plan to have 1 million Texas rat snakes by any means. But
I have come this close to buying an anery or ghost hunter and milk snake at the last 3 shows. I keep looking at them like, oh man, how cool would it be to have a big ghost milk snake? And then I'm like, what am I doing? I don't need that shit.
Right.
I already got a whole bunch of stuff. I don't need more.
Who was I talking to? Man, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about Hondurans and just like, man, you remember seeing some of the like crazy 6-7 foot like behemoths that guys like Rob Hannison had back in the day? It's just like, holy
oh my
crap,
goodness.
Man. like, that's a milk snake? Like, what is going on? I'm like, you don't really see too many monsters like that anymore. And I'm like, man, what happened to those?
There is a group on Facebook called, I think it's like Massive Colubrids or like Giant Colubrids. And it's just people who have got really big examples of whatever species that they're posting.
Yeah.
And there has been some pretty big hondos in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, man. I'll have to check
It's a pretty cool group. It's a pretty cool group. I not struggle with that sort of thing, but like I worry sometimes I see groups like that because I'm like, oh, people are just gonna like power feed the crap out of their snakes and make them way too huge and chunky, and
right.
You know, they're slowly killing it basically. But a lot of the ones in there are just robust examples of whatever species they're posting.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I just think stuff like that is, especially, I mean, the same could be said when you see like a really big beauty snake or something like that, but you see a colubrid that's got that kind of size to it. There's something special about that, man. The reel that I had posted the other day with with one of Ted's blue beauty snakes, I was like, this thing's like, I said it's almost 6 feet, but I'm like, it's actually almost 7 feet, dude. Like, this thing's freaking massive, dude.
Hell yeah.
And you're just like, and this is a cool freaking snake. He's got a Spilotes too. I don't remember. We need to sex it still, but it's a good 5.5 foot. And I'm like, that's just a cool freaking colubrid, man.
That's another snake recently that I've been like, I used to have Spilotes. I love Spilotes.
Yeah.
I need to get it. Oh no, I don't need to get one, but I need to get one. And then I went back and looked at the pictures from Daytona of Jason Hood because he had the striped ones. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh my God, those things are so cool.
Yeah, dude.
And then he's got the Mexicanus and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, no, I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I need it.
Right, exactly, dude. It's so challenging.
Yeah,
I
basically have put a kibosh on buying any big colubrids until I leave the place where I'm at right now, because I have just enough space for like the scrubs that I've got right now, not counting if I hold anything back. And so I am like, I cannot fit more. I could, but I can't fit more here. If I want to be any sort of, be able to have a life as well, I cannot do it right here. So I'm waiting and biding my time, but the housing market's so bad right now.
Oh dude, tell me about it.
Oh my God.
So you know what that means. You know what needs to happen then.
What's that?
We just got to make a reptile zoo, dude. Then you can have whatever you want, and it doesn't matter.
My mom has been telling me this for the last year. She went to a reptile zoo towards Wilmington, and she was like, I walked in there, and I was like, Robert could do this, and he could do this better. And I'm like, she called me when she left. She's like, you need to start a reptile zoo. You have to do it. I just went to this place, and they're getting people paid money to go in there, and I know that you could do this and do it better and like make it more elaborate and blah, 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 blah. She's like, you should do it. You should do it. You should do it. And I miss doing education, because recently I've done a couple like private events for friends and stuff where they're like, oh, I'm hosting a thing, like, bring some snakes. And I'm like, yes, I'll bring some snakes and some tarantulas and a scorpion. And I miss doing programs and stuff. But the thought of trying to start a business again right now.
Yeah.
With the way that the economy is, and people are not spending money on things like, birthday parties as much as they used to. And that jazz.
No, that is very fair. That's why the business is the attraction. You can host the events, but the business is the attraction.
Yeah.
And that's just like it. People might not be out here spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on educational events, but they'll come spend $10 or $15 to go do something for a couple of hours, especially on a rainy day.
True. Yeah, but if I do that, I know that there will be some decisions made, and I will end up with a king cobra and some sort of crocodilian and all these things.
I
Where
don't
I'm
see a
like,
problem with that, Rob. I don't see a
I
problem
can
with that
work
at
with
all.
them, but I don't have any plans on getting king cobras or crocodilians where I currently am, or like
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even
yeah.
specifically here, but I don't see that on my path of things that I'm barreling towards getting, where like
Right.
rhino vipers and waggler's pit vipers and eyelash vipers and those sort of things are on the track of things that I am eventually going to get.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man. I feel you. So that's exactly why you need to get them now, to raise you get them as babies, to raise
Yeah.
them up so that by the time you have this done, they're big.
I've got a 10-foot king cobra. Great.
Yeah. Hey, dude, there's plenty of people breeding ball pythons to keep that thing fed. So
I know the wholesale market on ball pythons. I could be feeding them piebalds for like for dirt
Oof.
money right now.
Oof.
I think it's funny. My sister, we've been in the same house most of our lives, at least growing up. And so she knows that I'm crazy about reptiles and has been adjacent to all the reptile stuff my whole life.
Mhm.
And maybe a year ago now, she sent me a reel on Instagram and she was like, what's going on here? And it was a little girl who got a piebald for her first pet snake. And Amy was like, is she really rich or did something change? Because back when we were living, when I was living at home, that was a $20,000 snake, a $10,000 snake,
Yeah,
and
right.
I didn't have any prospects of ever owning a piebald ball python. That's ridiculous. And then recently, I went on Kingsnake, or not Kingsnake. I went on Morph Market, and they had like clown pieds for $400, and I'm like, whoa. A regular pied's $125. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's less than I spent on my blackback ball python.
Yeah.
No, I said it's slightly more than I spent on him.
Man. Stuff like, my genetic blackback ball python cost me $110.
Yeah, probably not even genetic. It's just
Yeah, right. Oh man. No, it's wild to see where the ball python market is across the board. And that can be a whole other podcast episode.
Yeah, I just messaged her back and I was like, oh no, those are cheap now.
Yeah.
She's not super well. I mean, she probably has some money, but it's not like it used to be. So
yeah. No, it's true, man. I mean, you think back to stuff like that, or hell, even coral glows, male coral glows being $65,000 a piece. And now, people can't even give them away.
yeah, I've had a couple people in the local community here that have been like, hey, I've got this like single gene ball python. I want to rehome it. Do you think you know anyone who would want it? And I'm like, well, are you trying to get money for it? And they're like, yeah, I want to sell it for like $300. And I'm like, nope, probably
I
not.
know everybody I know can get that same snake for a lot
$25.
Yeah.
They will give it to you for free. They're almost at the point of paying you to take them.
Yeah. Exactly.
So they don't have to keep feeding it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's very interesting how that the market's always been trend driven, but way more so now, where prices just tank at the drop of a hat. But I mean, I think one of the interesting things that I've seen with that is, which we've seen in every cycle of the economy, but that's usually when colubrids kind of pick up, the odd stuff kind of picks up. And we've seen that. I think the biggest difference with it this go around was the market's never been so low for so long. Usually within a season or two, it self-regulates, and we've never gotten 100% back to normal post-COVID. Yeah. So it's very interesting. And I again forgot who I was talking to about the market, and I was like, man, I remember talking about the market crash, the post-COVID market crash with Barcheck.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's like, yeah, give it a season, maybe 2, and we'll be right back to, not, prices won't go back up, but everything stabilizes, and I'm like, man, in that conversation, it was like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We've seen it happen time and time again, but it's like, there are so many added variables that happened during that time. It's like, oh yeah, no, we didn't know any of that was going to happen. And,
yeah,
here's your corn snake now.
Oof.
Yeah, exactly. Good times, guys. Good times. Go do something.
It's ridiculous, but that's like the thing with like Timor pythons. I'm like, I would love some Timor pythons. I am not shelling out $1,800 for a Timor python. I'm not doing that. If someone wants to trade for scrubs, maybe, but I'm not.
Right. No, it's true, man. I mean, Bismarck ring pythons.
Oh, dude, I keep eyeballing these ones that come to the Raleigh show. That's one of the vendors has got a pair of them, and I'm like, you want to trade for a scrub python? Because I would like to work with those, but I do not want to spend $2,000.
Yep, exactly. And it's like, man, I remember not being able to give those things away, dude. $150
that hurts
a piece.
My feelings,
dude.
Yeah,
it's just like, no, you don't want to work with that, man. They're terrible.
They're
horrible. And like, man, but I really like them. Damn, I should have listened to my own intuition and had like.
I wish that I had. I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but there was a White Plains show that I went to, and Regal Reptiles had an aberrant female that was like, 26, 27 inches long, and they had her for $250. And I was walking around the show and looking for Borneos, and I came over and I was like, oh man, this thing's really cool. And I was talking to one of the guys that works there, I think it was Troy, and I was like, dude, can I take a look at it? And I've known them for years and years and years. And so he takes it out and I'm holding it and I'm like taking pictures of it and stuff. I'm like, man, this thing is really cool. And it was a slow day for them. And so he was like, I'll hook you up $150, man. $150. And I was like, well, I don't know. Like I'm trying to get a Borneo today. I only brought this much money. And so I'll pass on it right now. And and it was super chill. It was super laid back and it didn't musk or bite or anything. And I'm kicking myself eternally for that one because I could have had a really beautiful Bismarck, and like a dummy, I just let it go.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020.
I'm still trying to hold out for Steve Tillis to produce him, because remember he has that hypermelanistic one.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think that would be really cool. So I'm trying to hold out, where I'm like, if I'm gonna get any other odd python project, it's gonna be that. So I want to make sure I get something that I'm 100% content with.
Yeah, that's fair.
Otherwise it's like, oh, you've got 15 of them. Why?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that when I post these scrubs up for sale, I'm going to be like, okay, the only things I'm willing to trade for are Timor pythons, Bismarck ring pythons, and I can't even think of like what else I would want to potentially even trade for. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, that's where you get your rhino vipers and all that stuff.
I could get a bunch of rhino vipers for a scrub python.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Although I've been wanting to hold out to get some of the Uganda locale ones.
Oh yeah, because
Ryan brought some of those in a couple of years ago, and I think they were like $2,000 each. And I'm like, but I only have to buy them once, and they smoke every other locale of rhino. It's like night and day comparison. And I haven't seen them come into the country in years and years and years until he brought them in. And so I would like to have a bunch of rhinos, but I would like to have a bunch of pretty rhinos.
Yeah. That's fair. That's not too big of an ask.
I don't think
perfect.
So.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the rhino room. It's great. It's wonderful.
Heck yeah.
Oh gosh. You know what we need to
Right.
make happen this year, dude?
What?
And
Florida trip?
well, yes, absolutely that. But we need to. I'm saying this because you've got it. You've got some on right now. We got to get back on the merch game.
Every time I wear this, I get at least a few people who are like, "Oh man, a baseball tee! I would love to get one of those." And I have to be like, oh, "Sorry, it was like a short little run of, this is a 1 of 2." So
Right. So I have 3 shirts from the original run, but they're all smalls, which is why they're still here. Otherwise, I'd be wearing them every day.
yeah,
But yeah, we gotta. First of all, anybody out there listening, wear a small, an adult small.
I do know some people that probably would wear them.
Okay, all right, yeah, there you go. Yeah, we gotta get some merch back because yeah, I'm the same way. Anytime I wear the Reptile Talk T-shirt, it's where'd you go?
Yeah, we got more of those. Or I got
the hat. Yes, we got to do it, dude.
So.
We got to do that.
Yeah, I think that once we get a few more episodes rolling, I'll probably order some stickers and then maybe talk to Justin Smith over at Fulvius and see if we can get some T-shirts printed up.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that would actually
have some at when's the next Raleigh show's in March?
Yes, it is.
So maybe I'll try and get some sorted out before then.
Hell yeah, I think that would be dope.
Cool.
I think that would be dope because then we can be like, look, we're back. Episodes are back.
Yep.
Help us pay for things by buying this shirt.
Yeah. You don't have to feed it. You can just keep it and enjoy it. And
hell, you don't even have to wear it. You could just take it.
Tack it up on the wall.
Exactly.
I have that one of the T-shirts that I won at Daytona. I have pinned up on the wall over there, and then the other one I want to frame, the one with the Rhino Viper on it. I'm gonna frame that one.
Oh yeah.
And then the Planet Snake Tune one, I think I'm gonna get a shadow box for that too.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. It's like what's Rob's residence like? It's just reptiles, dude.
It is just reptiles and reptile accoutrement. There's just like pictures of spiders, and there's snake flags and spider flags and scrub python art and venomous snakes in North Carolina. And yes, it's just reptiles. That is it. There's nothing else.
That's better than nothing but ball pythons. So
the ball python hobby is going to hate me right now. I've got 3 female ball pythons that I've never bred before, and I've had them each over 7 years.
Damn. It's okay. I'll the next time I see you, I'll just give you a male something to breed to them.
No.
Dude, how else are you gonna start getting food for your king cobra?
True. I got corn snakes. What do you mean?
That's for all the focatees.
Yeah. No, people get upset about that. What I really need to do is just go road cruising in Florida, because oh my god, the amount of roadkill snakes I saw when I was down there is makes me unwell.
Yeah.
But
what was I gonna say? Who did I just saw a freaking video, and I'm blanking on his name. But he does a bunch of berm hunts down in the Everglades, and he came across female berm on eggs, and as they were pulling her off and moving, another berm that was also laying on a nest of eggs struck at them.
Oh dang.
And he pulled 2 off of eggs in the glass. I was like, holy crap, man. Like, yeah. What are the odds of that? But thank you for helping solve the invasive problem, but also holy crap. Yeah. Oh man. But hell yeah, dude. I'm excited for 2026. I hope everybody here that is listening is excited for 2026. More episodes are coming. We're going to lock in with some folks, get some pre-recorded episodes done. We'll do a couple more live shows, and so stay tuned. The next couple of weeks will pretty much just be recording and getting things locked in. So we might take a week or two to get that stuff kind of locked in, and then we're off to the races, guys. So
Running.
Thank you again to everybody that's been here today, hanging with us, chatting with us, throwing stuff in the comments. We appreciate it. And we'll see you again real soon. One thing that's not going to change is we have to ask the question.
Yes. Well, before we do that, where are people going to follow you online?
People, you can follow me everywhere. So you can check if you want to see what's going on, what's available. You can go check out brassmanreptiles.com. If you want to see any of the social media stuff, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Brassman Reptiles. And basically, if you follow me on TikTok, you're just going to see recycled content from Instagram and YouTube. I do not pay enough attention to TikTok, and I just can't. But yeah, there you go. That's it for me. What about for you, Rob?
Rob is Keeping It Real on Instagram. Don't add me on Facebook. I got 1,000 friend requests currently in queue. So unless you got a real good reason, unless you got Timor pythons to trade, you don't need to have me on Facebook. If there is somebody who's listening right now and you're like, actually, I talk to Rob on a pretty regular basis and I haven't added you, message me on Instagram and I'll add you. But unless you feel confident that you would probably have my phone number, you probably don't need to be on my Facebook. There's a bunch of reptile guys who are like, stop posting political stuff, just post reptiles. And I'm like,
I post what I want. I post what I want.
I post what I want. If you don't like it, you don't have to look.
Right.
And the stuff that's currently going on in our political environment is driving me up a wall and very terrifying. So
yeah,
I won't get on the soapbox here, but follow me on Instagram, Rob is Keeping It Real. I am not really posting on TikTok that much. I haven't even been on TikTok that much in the last year. So
that's fair.
It was a huge time consumer for me, and so I've been filling my life with other things, so I've not been on TikTok as much.
No, that's fair. I will also say, if you add me on Facebook, if you're not friends with Rob, I'm probably not going to accept you.
I'm the pre-screener, because when I get friend requests, usually I click on people's profile and scroll a little bit to see if there's anything weird or makes me go, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
This person's okay. Unless I see some real green flags, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna add you.
Right. Man.
Jeremy, the final question. What in the realm of reptiles has you excited about reptiles right now?
Amazons, dude.
Yep, the new building.
Yes. Yeah. Finally getting the Amazon stuff dialed in at the new place. The new space has been great. Figuring out those quirks is always annoying when you're in a new spot, but
yep.
I'm excited to have space, to have everything in the right spots. And I'm excited for the move into where it's all going to end up, which is when all of the racks get set up, all of everything gets set up. There's snakes as far as the eye can see. It just sounds wonderful. Yeah, because if that suddenly that means I have no life anymore, and I just am spinning in circles in the middle of the Amazon tree boa room, just trying to figure out how to get out.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, that's really what has me excited. There's a lot of future moves and growth for the business, but the Amazon stuff is, I'll never not be excited about Amazons. So
Of course.
Oh man, what about you, Rob? What in the world of reptiles has you excited about reptiles right now?
The one thing that I'm really excited about, I can't talk about right now. Yeah. One thing that's like, okay, I'll give one thing that's like close to happening, and then one thing that's like a little bit further.
Okay.
My birthday's coming up in like a week and a half, but the day before, the Greenville show is happening, and that show has venomous stuff there, so I'm gonna go and look at a whole bunch of venomous probably.
Hell yeah, I'm here for that.
So I always like going to that show and seeing venomous stuff up close since I don't keep stuff. But
Right.
That's exciting for me. And then long-term stuff, I think that I'm really excited to see where this year goes as far as the projects that I'm working on and the herping that I'm planning on doing, because I really want to knock some new species off this year. So I'm going to make a very intentional push to hit the mountains for those green salamanders, trying really hard to get this Arizona trip sorted out. And then Daytona, I took a full week for Daytona, already approved through work and already booked my hotel. So I will be gone for a full week of just herping and hitting new spots and hopefully hooking up with some of the people over there who like to herp and just trying to relax a little bit. So I'm excited for that.
Hell yeah. I'm stoked for that, dude.
And I completed my one snake a month for the whole year of 2025. I found at least one snake every single month of the year. December, I only found one snake, but that's all you need.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah. I haven't found my January snake yet, but I'm going to be pushing through the rest of the month. So
yeah, I'm like, you got time, dude. You got 21 more days. You're doing
3 weeks. So
yeah. You got time.
We'll see. We'll see.
Got time. So for just to piggyback on that, for those folks who don't know, as Massachusetts boys, when winter happens,
there's no herping year
reptiles. It just doesn't happen. It's sad. We don't like
From
it.
October to April, there's no reptiles.
Yeah, exactly. So find a snake every month of the year it means something.
It's real nice.
Oh,
it's
man.
real nice being able to. And even if I don't find snakes, I found a marbled salamander yesterday while I was working. And
oh hell yeah,
I see salamanders out there all the time. I see anoles all the time. I saw a fence lizard yesterday. I saw anoles yesterday. So there are reptiles out. It's just I'm always after snakes. So
yeah, no, that's fair, dude. Some of the gigs that I've done that are a little further south, it's like one of the first things I'll try to do is like, where's seriously an anole? Is there an anole somewhere? Can I go take a walk or whatever? There's I forgot the name of the venue down in South Carolina that we had played at a couple times, but there were wild gators that were on the property. So just walk along this very beautiful pathway, and there's some water features that go into this channel network off the property, and it was a couple like 6 to 8 foot gators that are just chilling, and I'm like, yeah, that's so freaking cool, man. I'm like, I'm in a suit, and I'm like, I am not dressed for this occasion.
Alligators, baby.
But that's an alligator.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, I dig it, dude. I dig it. But hell yeah, dude. Well, I'm excited for this year. I'm excited to get back in the saddle and get these podcasts pumping. So once again, thank you to everybody for vibing with us and hanging with us. And we will see you guys real soon. See ya.